Live from the London Center in Phoenix, it's time for the Pat McMahon Show.
But I will tell you, I've got a lady on who is saying the impossible, at least to some. Paula Moyse, owner of the Moments Salon, which is located where?
Across the street, 44th Street in Camelback.
See, we try to keep it in the neighborhood. We're very happy because we don't have to pay you gas money then. But we are also thrilled with the idea that you say unequivocally that this system, this laser system, will help somebody like me grow hair?
Correct.
Okay, who, first of all, who is a really solid customer and a good, a strong possibility for this being successful?
The best candidates are clients that have balding, if we can catch it within the first year. We also have shown, since we started the laser, even candidates like yourself, where you come in for the treatments and it stimulates your scalp, it brings blood to the surface. So if we can catch it early on, we see better, quicker results, but we still see results with balding. It just takes a little bit longer. So for an example, we've got a client by the name of Andrew, we won't say last names, and he's in his early 20s, and he has started balding, you know, receding in the top hairline, and just after 2 to 3 months of treatments, he's already had a couple of haircuts, because what happens is the follicle is being stimulated by blood flow, and more hairs are coming through.
And Paula, listen, I'm not a skeptic and I'm not a cynic in my life, but when it comes to these, it's just claim after claim after claim.
I mean,
people talking about tonic up here, and this is before minoxidil or any of those approved things from the FDA. Give me a few examples, okay, some before and after examples of how the laser system works.
Well, we've got an example of again, you know, Andrew going through, and again, these are younger people, and
yeah, but how young in this case?
Young, in the early 20s, and this gal has gone through treatment on a chemotherapy type situation, and then what happens is, and again, a gentleman going, you can see where it actually has filled in the balding areas.
And these are all with this laser method?
Correct. And we're the first salon to have it in the state.
Mm-hmm.
It is currently being used in the medical industry. So it's not a new technology, it's actually a very old technology. And
so it's scientifically based?
Oh yes, and it's FDA approved, absolutely. They just have brought it to the salon environment.
All right, so how does it work, though? You put the laser thing up. That looks like something in a salon that would just simply dry your hair.
Correct. What happens is, as you can see, there's 92 low-level lasers. It's cool. There's no noise. You don't need any, you know, formulas in your hair like you had mentioned. And you come in twice a week. It's a membership. And you come in twice a week for 30 minutes each visit, and at the beginning when you start it, you can kind of feel the lights pulling the blood to the surface, and you come in, and it's a 6 to 12 month program, and we, you know, reevaluate you quarterly so that you can see the results and what's happening.
You guarantee that the lasers are not going to burn the frontal lobes of my brain?
Correct.
And I have to be institutionalized?
Correct.
The whole concept of regrowth of hair has been wrapped around so many charlatans and so many frauds with so many different claims. But you say that not only do you have examples in your salon, but also the scientific community
Correct.
accepts this too. How much does it cost if we're talking about 2 times a week for how long?
It's $350 a month for the membership, and that's twice a week, and that takes into account, you know, a 4 to 5 week in the month, so it's 8 to 10 visits, and basically you're buying a time slot. And we ask the client to commit to 3 months, and when we reevaluate you in 3 months, because if it's not, you know, nothing is good for everybody, you know, it's and if we find that it's not really working for you, then we would not encourage you to continue on. However, of everybody that we've got started into the membership, not one person has stopped.
Really?
Correct.
Yeah, $350 a month it sounds like it's pretty stiff, regardless of what it is, no matter what you're going into the doctor for
Correct.
or going to the salon for. However, everybody that I know, every guy at least that I know, who just simply begins pattern baldness, every one of them is sensitive about it to one degree or another, and the younger they are, the more sensitive they are. But women, of course, have a really serious problem because they're supposed to have this full head of hair.
Correct.
And you're doing some things, obviously, with great therapy attached to it. If you're talking about chemotherapy causing hair loss or any of the other medical procedures causing hair loss, you must change some lives.
We do. Another client that's very interesting, she had a brain surgery, and she has a full head of hair, gorgeous. And when she heard that it would bring blood to the surface, she actually started the treatment to help with her recovery and to get the blood flowing in her brain from her post-surgery. And we've already seen hair coming through her scars. And so there's a lot of different venues that we're finding out and excitement levels for the clients, and they're loving it because it's, you know, going into different aspects of what their needs are.
Talking about all the young people coming, right?
Yes.
Is it ever too late to start? He asks inquisitively.
No, it's never too late to start.
Paula Moyse, it's the salon that has the laser treatment, the first one in the Valley. And Paula is here representing Moments Salon, located again?
Across the street, 44th Street.
They don't know
in
across
Camelback.
the street, though, if they happen to be in Avondale. It's not across the street from you, it's
44th.
across the street from us.
44th Street and Camelback.
Okay, what are you near so that we know?
We're on the northeast corner in the AJ Shopping Center, and we
Okay.
face 44th Street.
You can hardly miss that, you know. And then if you're really happy, you go over to AJ's and have a nice salad or some pasta. Hey, it's nice to have you with us.
Thank
This
you.
is Pat McMahon, otherwise known as Chrome Dome. I was just trying to think of all of the things that we're called when we somehow get to the point where we don't have those lovely locks anymore. Coming up,